So the first issue we found with values and attitudes in the workplace is personal values going against the overall values of the group. Oftentimes someone's personal values will hinder the production of the group and will prevent them from getting work done because it goes against their beliefs doing the work. It is important for groups to share the same or similar sets of values in order to guarantee good production in the workplace and avoid offending anyone and wasting time when work should be getting done. Okay, so in this company, we get a lot of our products made overseas. It's a lot cheaper for the company and we find the turnaround times a lot faster. Just want to know how you felt about us getting our products made that way.
I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'd rather keep production in Canada and increase jobs, and I don't know, going overseas just doesn't seem right to me.
Okay, well you were good for the rest of the interview, so I think I'm just going to hire you anyway and hopefully this will work itself out. This company gets a lot of our products made overseas. It's a lot more inexpensive for us, and although the quality is a little cheaper, it still comes out looking good and is aesthetically pleasing. So how do you feel about us getting our products made overseas?
I'd rather keep things local. I don't really believe in going overseas. I don't see it working very well.
Unfortunately, that kind of shows that our values aren't really in line. As a result of that, I'm just not sure if this is going to work. So thanks for coming in, but I'm sorry.
Thank you. Okay, so people's attitudes in the workplace directly affect their job performance, teamwork, creativity, leadership, decision-making, turnover, and negotiations. Of the attributes that become affected by the workplace attitudes, we found that job performance and teamwork were the most important. So with respect to job performance, people with positive attitudes tend to be more efficient at work because they can process information with greater awareness and do so more appropriately. A positive attitude can also take less energy to maintain, allowing the person to be more responsive in the workplace. On the other hand, people with negative attitudes tend to dedicate more time to supporting these moods, which prohibits them from taking in the needed information that can help them perform better in their jobs. Likewise, people with negative attitudes tend to put a negative spin on the information coming in, which tends to prevent a clear view of the circumstance or situation.
Hey Jesse, did you hear? Boss just gave us a new report to fill out. It's really confusing, honestly. It's kind of pointless, but this is your part here that he wants you to work on.
Wow, this is really pointless. What the hell are we doing this for?
Yeah, it's very confusing.
You gotta be kidding me.
Hey Jesse, the boss just gave us a really interesting project to work on together. It seems like a pretty cool opportunity. He wants you to do this part here.
Sure?
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, no problem. I should have it done by the end of the day.
Cool, man. It seems like a good opportunity for both of us, so
yeah, absolutely.
It should be fun.
So the second attribute most affected by attitudes in the workplace is group work. When you are in a brainstorming session or a staff meeting, it's hard for everyone not to be bothered by a negative person who attacks the ideas that emerge from brainstorming. Negative attitudes hinder the flow of ideas because it shuts down the creative thinking process. Okay guys, so the topic of today's meeting will be our distribution methods, and hopefully we'll figure out a way to improve them. Do you guys have any ideas?
Yeah, so I feel like a big part of this is to just change distribution companies altogether. I feel like if we change a distribution company, we can reduce costs and increase profit margin because there's many other companies offering service for cheaper.
Anthony, come on. We're talking about real ideas here. Does anybody have anything actually relevant to add to the conversation?
No.
Anybody have anything?
I have nothing.
Okay, great. On the other hand, when ideas are supported by group members, it encourages the rest of the group to share their ideas in the workplace environment. Okay, so the topic of today's meeting will be our distribution methods and hopefully figure out a way that we can improve them. Do you guys have anything to add?
Yeah, I think that personally we need to switch distribution companies. I believe we're paying too much at the current distribution company we're using, and that we can reduce costs and therefore increase profit margins if we just change the distribution company we're working with and go with the company that's offering cheaper rates.
Yeah, that's a great solution. Does anybody else have anything maybe to add?
I think we should keep distribution here. It'll save costs and transportation.
Great. Thanks a lot, guys.
To conclude, if employees share the same values and attitudes as the rest of the organization, there will be a positive outcome in productivity, overall job performance, teamwork, creativity, leadership, decision-making, turnover, and negotiations. Making sure that everyone is on the same page is important as well. It will increase teamwork and the flow of ideas.